Hello everybody, cute bunny here. As you can see, I have a big giant mess in my kitchen, and this is my pantry resorting progress. I've done this yesterday, and this is what's left to still deal with, and I probably won't be done till tomorrow. There's my Max and my SodaStream stuff. There's some sugar over there. And then don't worry about the rest of the mess. There's some milk in there. There's some old things going. There's a few old jars of things going. A couple of dishes to sort, but not much. All right. So where was I? Where's my progress? What was I doing yesterday? So up here is I've resorted all my cereal that was everywhere, mostly down the bottom all the way up the top. I have Wheat Bix here that I use currently. So that's like I use now. Every day, morning, whatever, and then the rest is up there. I've got a little step ladder, so I get up there with that. I've popped my stocks up there. That little sugar, because I'm holding this, it's not working. I'll hold it better. No, Google, you don't need to. Yeah, I don't need you. Okay, spices are in there, and then I've got my paper towels and some spare soap. So this will be soups here. Well, I'll keep the cake mixes and stuff there. My shakes and things are here. I'm keeping I've resorted my sauces. So they're all in date, and they're all front dates to front, etc. And then I've got jams and stuff to use too. And then I've got an aioli and mayonnaise and stuff sitting there. This shelf needs to continue to be resorted, but the fruit's staying where it is. And then this is meant to be my baking shelf. Now normally it would just be all baking containers and you'd be able to see everything and access nearly everything, but currently it's just become a breeding ground to just dumping ground to dump crap. So what I'll be doing when I get to this shelf is I'll be topping everything up in the containers as well. So this is already full, so this will have to find another spot. But this one, because my daughter's used all the cocoa. Well, she always uses all the cocoa. That's why I've had some. I think I've got some more down the bottom. So I just had like one container worth up here, and then there's some more here too. So I'll top these things. These are the things I'll top up. Yeah, and go like that. So now what I'm doing is November, I'm actually going to have a pantry challenge. There's also biscuits in the back here. Now what's happened is this is breeded. I swear this cupboard's breeded. So I've been getting hamper support from a company that I go and do things with, and I get some counselling through, and I get a lot of rice and a lot of pasta, and then I got some jars, but my daughter was using a few jars and an odd bag of pasta. Now so all of this down there, that is all pasta. And that whole container at the back, all pasta, or pasta related. So I've kept that. There's some biscuits at the back there. Now, rice, I don't use a lot of rice. So I've got like a year's supply of rice and a year's supply of pasta and all of that. So I'm going to have no hampers November. I'm going to have a grocery challenge in November, and I'm going to try and eat what I've got. So this will be getting resorted, but I'm going to need an extra spot for some jars, some tins. So I'm thinking so there's some milk. I've got containers in the back there, so that's not all food. A lot of that is just containers and storage stuff. And then there's a few more things down there being stored. And I'm going to try and use the flour and just make bread. And there's some more paper towels. So I've got plenty of that stuff. I will resort that. I don't like the big empty spaces in the corners because everything disappears. So if you've noticed, that's where I've put my things in that direction, straight in on the shelf, and I can still access stuff. So a little bit easier. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So November grocery challenge, I'm going to have like a $50 budget plus maybe some flybys, dollars or something, just as a backup. And I need to use some food. We need to probably do this for a few months, but I'll do 1 month at a time, and then we'll see where we're at. All right, guys, thank you. So I'll be spending some more of this week getting this finished and up to date. and then I can show you another progress finish video. And yeah, maybe I can start doing some like videos with what I'm eating and stuff like that, although this week I haven't eaten very much because I haven't been very well and there's been a bit going on. So all right, thanks guys, bye.